According to a new New York Times article, Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry had communications with Joseph Badio, who is the prime suspect in the assassination of former Haitian President Jovenel Moise. Apparently, according to the New York Times, both Henry and Badio stayed in pretty close contact after Moise's murder. On this point, it is important to take into consideration the fact that Badio is a former justice official in Haiti, who is currently wanted by local authorities on suspicion of organizing the murder of Moise. We need to remember that on this particular situation about the assassination of Moise, the people directly involved, which the police either captured or killed, were Haitian Americans, and on the other hand, a lot of Colombians. Dozens of Colombians that were part of this assassination plot. In fact, many of these Colombians were trained by the country's armed forces. So the fact that Badio is like the main suspect is actually quite delicate, because we need to remember that he's part of this government. And of course, this only confirmed the premise that many people and many political analysts were pointing out right after the assassination of Moise, which was essentially the fact that these types of operations had to be organized mainly by people of the same government of the president that was killed, because otherwise we essentially could be talking about the biggest act of war if we're talking about the possibility that the mastermind behind this type of operation is not exactly a member of the government of the president that was killed, but actually a person from another country, a businessman or a politician from another country. Of course, it is impossible that this could be the case in Haiti. And the main suspect to be the mastermind behind this operation is Badio. On the other hand, according to the New York Times, phone records reveal that both men, Henry, the current prime minister, and Badio, communicated before and after the murder. These phone records include 2 specific calls that last 7 minutes, exactly the day of Moise's assassination, the same day. So this tells a lot, and this raises a lot of questions. On the other hand, it is important to notice that, according to the New York Times, of course, both men, Henry and Badio, met in 2 different opportunities at Henry's residency, while Badio was named suspect. I mean, right after Badio was named suspect of being the mastermind behind this assassination plot against Moise, he met Henry on 2 different opportunities at his residency. So this is extremely delicate and extremely controversial, especially if we take into consideration, just as we reported here on Newsweek last week, that the Prime Minister Henry actually survived an assassination attempt on Haiti's Independence Day. The government and the security forces of Haiti blame different criminal gangs. But now that this information has been revealed about this connection between the Prime Minister and the main suspect, many people are actually wondering whether this was somehow of operation to kill Henry and to silence a person that could know more than he has been saying since the assassination of Jovenel Moise. Reporting from Medellin, Colombia, Luis Orozco, Newsweek.